Or the sick, twisted mind of our host, Rich Herrera.
And that's when things got bad.
And the list of things he is thinking about in that huge size 8 Chrome Magnum head of his.
Look at the size of that boy's head. That's like an orange on a toothpick. You're going to give the boy a complex. Oh, that's a huge noggin. Has its own weather system.
It does, and it's bright and sunny around this noggin right here. Hey, welcome, everybody. Here's Dan the Cab Man. What's up, buddy? That's a big winner right there. And by the way, he told me last week that maybe my sister-in-law and my niece didn't want me at the wedding. You were right. They had a great wedding without me. Yeah. Okay. Oh, big winner right there, brother. Big winner. By the way, Laurel from Desert Diamond is going to come yell at me in about 10 minutes. She runs the sports book over here, and she said I gave some bad advice last week, so I'm probably going to get slapped around like a NASCAR driver today. Did you see that thing with Bubba Wallace? Anyway, that's not what I'm thinking about today, but I thought I'd just pop that up. And by the way, I'm so overwhelmed by everything, I forgot to turn the stream on. So those of you that are waiting for the stream to get going on Wildcats Radio 1290.com and YouTube, there you go. We just started it. All right, box office splits today. 3 different listeners are going to win tickets to see the homecoming game against USC coming up on the 29th. Arizona, of course, has the bye week. So we'll give those away on the program today. All right, here's what's rattling around my big old head today. Saw it flash up on my phone. The polls are out in Arizona men's basketball. Preseason ranking. Number 17 in the country. 17 in the country. You know what? I'm good with that, Tucson. JW, you remember what was the ranking last year for Arizona before the season?
Last year before the season, Rich, they were unranked. However, they were like 28th, 29th.
Yeah. There were
teams receiving votes.
Other receiving votes. So you go from year to date. Last year at this time, others receiving votes. Think about how bad everything at Tucson was last year, folks. Last year at this time, JW, and I'll throw this out for everybody around town. Last year at this time, the University of Arizona, the football team was 0-7. Ouch. And the basketball team wasn't even ranked in the top 25. There were others receiving votes. You know the little aggregate, for those of you that don't read newspapers anymore because newspapers are dying. It's the little teeny tiny type in the very, very bottom of the polls. Others receiving votes. And it had the University of Arizona. It didn't even rank in the top 25. They got up to number 2 in the country last year. Is this a fair representation of the University of Arizona? I think it is. Number 1 team in the country is North Carolina with their new coach. Zags are 2. Houston is 3. UK is 4. KU is 5. That's Kentucky, then Kansas. Then Baylor, then Duke. UCLA is 8. Oregon's 21. The Arizona Wildcats are 17. So the Pac-12 not getting as much respect, but I get it. UCLA's got some big dogs coming back. USC lost a bunch. Oregon didn't really get things going last year, so I'm not going to put them up in the top 25 that high. Arizona, some of you are going to get mad because they're only a 17, and I get that part, especially when you were number 1 seed last year, number 2 team in the country. But I kind of like where they are right now for a couple of reasons. Number 1, you did lose 3 players to the NBA, and there were 3 big players to your team. If Dalen Terry hadn't just dazzled everybody and came back to the University of Arizona, Arizona's a top 10 team. Okay? No question about it in my mind. Arizona would be a top 10 team had DT come back. But DT didn't because he ended up getting drafted going to the Chicago Bulls. JW, you've been showing me the highlights of Ben Mathurin just absolutely being a baller for the Pacers above the rim, man.
It's pretty clear that the coaching staff over there has told him to not rely on the outside shot because I think he's averaging like 7 or 8 free throws a game. And it's obviously preseason, so they're not going 100%. And it's a lot of guys who maybe won't see a lot of court time once the season starts.
Right.
But as far as the action he's gotten in, he's only averaging, Rich, like 23, 24 minutes a game.
Right.
But he led this team in scoring by 10 points per game. He's averaging 20 points a game in the preseason. And the second player in the Pacers is at something like 11 or 12. So clearly the coaching staff want to see what Ben can do, and they've been giving him a lot of opportunities in the preseason.
And he's been jumping out of the gym. I mean, he's elevating almost above his shoulders above the rim when he's throwing down some of these monster dunks that you were showing me the other day.
Yeah, the most impressive thing to me is how he's finishing through contact. I mean, like I said, he's averaging like 6-7 free throws a game, and most of those are and ones. If you watch some of the highlights from this preseason, I mean, he is only 19 still, not quite 20, but he's got man strength. Like, he's too strong for the guards and forwards who are trying to check him right now. He's just going right through them. That bodes well for his career.
Okay, so by the way, just a quick programming note for you. I'm going to go on vacation. I'm going to take Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, recharge my batteries before we get going for homecoming of the USC week, because we're also going to start planning for basketball. So I'm going to take a couple days off. When we get back, JW, we got to get some folks on from the Cover the Pacers to tell us what the thoughts on what Ben's doing in the NBA.
For sure. I could tell you, Rich, right now, the thoughts are that he's going to be coming off the bench as a small forward, likely. They're not going to give him starters minutes right from the start. They got some guys there, some veterans there ahead of him. The other guy is Dalen Terry, obviously, who has a ton of vets ahead of him, but the Bulls love, his future. And so they're going to... Both him and Koloko, those teams are going to try to mix them in, but, Koloko came out today. They said they're going to try to get him 10, 12 spot minutes when they can, but otherwise he's going to spend most of the year in the G League because they want to see him get 40. All those guys are so young, Rich.
They're babies.
They really need time on the court.
Right. Absolutely. So anyway, the Cats are respectable 17. Here's what I think. I think that's not bad for a team that has lots of questions. Who's gonna replace Christian Koloko? Will Oumar Ballo be able to? Here comes Laurel. She's ready to yell at me. All right, let me finish this thought, and then I'll have Laurel come and yell at me because I gave some bad advice last Monday. Now I completely lost my train of thought because she's looking at me right now.
You were saying, Rich, that this year's team has a lot of questions.
Has lots of questions. Sorry, folks. I lost track of what I was thinking about. That's what happens when you have a head the size of mine. You have questions. Christian Koloko, Defensive Player of the Year. How do you replace that? Well, you got Oumar Ballo, but Oumar Ballo's got to show that he's going to be able to play as well as Christian Koloko. How do I replace Ben Mathurin? How do I replace Dalen Terry? Well, I've got Azuolas Tubelis. I've got Kirk Carissa. I've got Pelle Larsson. I'm bringing in Courtney Ramey. Adama Ball's going to get more opportunities, but I got to show that this team is going to be able to re-gel, losing three big pieces of this team. But until then, I think 17 is more than fair for the Arizona Wildcats. It doesn't give them a big target on their back. If you're Duke at number one, everybody's shooting for you. If you're Arizona at 17, they're like, okay, well, we'll see what happens Tommy Lloyd year two. But it gives you enough respect where you feel like, okay, people believe in us and I can believe in myself. It's the perfect spot for Arizona because they have all the opportunity to go up. They can get back up into those 2s and 3s if they can replicate what happened last year. And we'll talk about that coming up on the program.
Really quick, Rich. The thing about 2 years ago, the ranking, they're at not, receiving votes.
Also
they lost to Kinjo. They lost to Kinjo. They lost Jordan Brown. They lost Terrell Brown Jr. They lost a ton, and they had a brand new coach who had never coached before. So therefore, there was even more unknowns. This year, they love what Tommy Lloyd did with the program last year. I'm talking about the people making the rankings, the voters. They love what Tommy Lloyd did. And as far as the returning guys coming back, there just aren't as many potential holes in the lineup as there might have been a year ago because there's more knowns. Like they saw what Kirk Carissa, Pelle Larsson, those guys could do, or Marvallo, in spot minutes. So they project those guys stepping into a more prominent role and being worthy of the 17th ranking. I think that's what the voters are looking at this year.
Okay. I'll get to football in just a second, but my friend Laurel, I think she's still my friend, from Desert Diamond Casino. She's the manager of the sports book here, and I don't know if I'm in her good grace right now, so let me just double check. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
All right, so I'll get back to what's rattling around in my head in just a minute, but last week we had some phone issues,
to say the least.
Because you were in Las Vegas.
I was in Las Vegas for work.
In Vegas to work. Mm-hmm. I was here working, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
I won pretty big, but I was in here working, quote unquote, and we had some miscommunication, and I didn't repeat properly back what you said to me.
Well, that's okay. I said that I liked the Chiefs, but I didn't like the spread. And you said, great, Chiefs -7.
How'd that turn
I said,
out?
no. Well, -7, not so good. Chiefs, but not the spread. Fine.
Okay, so I messed that one up.
All good.
So now you're here with me.
I am here.
Okay.
Live.
How was
in
Vegas?
person. It's just a lot of work. So much work.
No, I actually heard. I was talking to somebody. I went over to Mr. On's and had dinner the other day, and I was sitting at the bar eating fried rice with him, and he was talking about this big conference that you went to, and he goes, it was this monster, massive, like
It's
selling out ballrooms.
Yes, correct. It's the Global Gaming Exposition. It's a trade show. It's educational sessions. It's a very large conference.
What'd you learn?
I learned a lot. I went to a bunch of educational sessions about mobile betting, iGaming.
I thought you learned to tell
lots of connections.
Tell Rich to double check before he gives out advice.
No, I just learned that something on your end was wrong.
Hi, hello. Have you just met me?
Yes, no kidding. So, but yeah, we didn't really get to chat much. We got a few bets in, technical difficulties. It is what it is. I'm back live in the flesh.
Things, yes.
Yeah, all
Glad
good.
to see you. I missed you very much.
Obviously.
I took a bunch of money from your casino last week.
That's
very
what
happy.
it's there for. I don't even know how the lights are still on.
I did really, really well last week, so thank you very much.
What'd you play? Here in the book?
A little bit here in the book. I
Okay.
took some pretty good chunk of change from here in the book, and then I just had some free time, so I walked over and I played card games.
Okay.
And walked away with a bunch of money, and I made a couple people cry.
Well, people
That's
who
why I'm
worked
going-
here?
Yeah, that's why I'm going on vacation.
Oh, okay.
So
Good for you.
I had a great time here.
Great.
Okay, are you ready for tonight?
I mean, it's another Broncos primetime game. Who is ready for tonight?
Is Russell Wilson? No.
You know, in all honesty, after the Broncos are playing to be 500 tonight, right?
Right.
And after the Chiefs lost last night, the AFC West is not looking
Garbage.
as tough as one would think. So getting to 500, they would be tied for second with the Chargers if they do beat them tonight.
But what makes you think? I mean, look at the trends.
What makes me think that they
That
might pull it out?
That the Broncos can actually put points up.
Chargers are better away than they are at home. We're
Right.
playing in LA.
Right.
The Broncos may not be doing much right. The one thing they are doing is holding their opponents to fewer passing yards than any other team in the league right now.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be a running game, and if we're going to get into the bets, that's where I would
Okay,
put.
so I got because I got a little bit of time.
Okay.
And you have time to get down here, or you have time to download
Plenty
the
of
mobile
time.
app. Okay.
Plenty of time.
So I
yes,
will
Desert
write
Diamond
this down.
Sports. By the
Desert-
way, if
yes.
you can't get here, Desert Diamond Sports is the mobile app. Go to playdesertdiamond.com. You can also download it there.
Okay, so let me write this down so I get it right this time.
So I like Broncos with the points. They're getting, and actually it was 4.5 a little while ago. I think I heard one of my ticket writers just say it was 4.
Okay,
so it
so-
may have moved, but I still like Broncos with the points. I do. I
Broncos
think
Say
plus
Broncos
4.
plus 4.
Sorry.
Okay.
4 or 4.5, whatever it's going to be at kickoff.
Okay.
I like that. I don't like the Broncos. I'm tired of seeing the Broncos. Unless you're a Broncos fan, you don't care about this game. Let me say, you're not excited to watch this
No.
game, I should say. Maybe don't care.
Okay.
But that's why we get interest
Right.
in it.
So I got Broncos
So I like
plus
the Broncos
4.
plus 4, 4.5, whatever it is. So
How about Russell Wilson? Do you have any props on Russell?
no,
Stay away from him?
stay away from Russell Wilson.
Don't bet for him to give up an INT?
I don't think so. I think if anyone's giving up I think so, because I think he's gonna, even though, like I just said, they're allowing fewer passing yards, the Broncos are, than any other team. I think if you're going to, I'm not betting an interception this week.
I love betting
I know,
interception
it's
because every
fun.
time they go back to throw, I'm like,
I
yes,
know.
come on, pick him up, pick him
Because
up.
you have interest until the
Yes.
last play of the game.
Exactly.
So in that, you're absolutely
All right,
correct.
so maybe not that. What else do you got there?
So what I have, and kind of like what I said, the passing defense is really good. So I think we're going to see some running. And I've got, on the Charger side, I've got Eckler. I've got Eckler going over. They have him at, we have him at 59.5. Some of the other books have him at 60.5. We have him at 59.5. I think he goes over that. His first few games weren't he didn't run too terribly much, but last week, even if you take away that 170-yard run, he still ran for over 100 yards.
Okay, so I do like Eckler. 50,
so I see Eckler. On the Broncos side, well, I not only do I like the Broncos with the points, I like the Broncos. We have them at 9.5 at halftime. I like the over on that. I think they're gonna. I was just talking to your colleague over there. Literally to go over 9.5, you're talking a field goal and a touchdown. I think they're going to score more. I think they know that.
Wait a second. Let me make sure I got this
I know
right.
I talk so fast.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
sorry.
That's why you keep.
But this is what I know.
All right, so you like the Broncos to score more than 9.5 points at halftime?
And yes, to have.
That's easy.
You would think.
But
and I do
Wilson.
think, it is Russell Wilson, but here's the thing. As tired as we are of watching the Broncos in primetime, they're tired of hearing how tired we are of watching the Broncos in primetime. So I think maybe we get a better show tonight.
So I'm going to go Broncos +4. I'm going to put in my parlay Eckler +59.5 and Broncos +9.5 at the half.
Yeah, and if you want any player props, I literally just printed this out and saw what I liked. But I also so this is something fun. I like combined yards, rushing and receiving. And if you're gonna look at the Broncos, I like Melvin Gordon to go over 68 combined.
Oh yeah.
He's been he's good for a few receptions. He's good to push it a few times. That's what I have. If you like the interceptions, go for Herbert.
I might just bet it just $5 just for fun.
And put it on a separate ticket so that you have that interest all the way up. Because I tell you what, some of the bets that I've been betting lately, Cardinals game yesterday, I bet the first touchdown score so I could just watch the first few minutes of the game and get it over with. Guess what? 2 minutes left in the third quarter, I was still watching that game waiting for the first touchdown. The most infuriating $15 I've ever lost because I spread it over three different players, and I just had to keep waiting. And the Cardinals defense, shockingly, was not the one I had my money on. What a game! What a garbage game! It's been a weird year, man. It's been a weird year. But anyway, so for tonight, I don't like that I'm watching this game, but if I'm going to watch it, that's what I like.
I have to watch it.
Yeah.
I need to put something in
and you may
there.
as well have some interest in it.
So Broncos +4, 4.5. Eckler over 59.5.
Rushing.
Rushing. Broncos 9.5 points over at the half.
I'd take the over on
that.
And
then combined yards, Melvin Gordon 68.
Yeah.
And then baseball starting pretty soon, isn't it?
Yes.
Yankees
We've
and Guardians.
it's the only series to get pushed to 5. So
do you know what you guys are looking at for that? I'm just going to ask you something that
not off the top of my head because I literally just left it in there.
Okay.
What are you going to ask me?
I was going to go Yankees tonight.
Go Yankees.
Yeah, I like Yankees at home with Nestor Cortez throwing.
Absolutely.
Are you a Yankee fan?
No.
What's your baseball team?
I'm a Cubs fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's a Cubs and a Cowboys fan.
So I'm from a place where we just didn't have professional sports, so I liked what my grandparents liked on either side. My grandparents are huge Cubs fans. My mom's parents are huge Cubs fans. My dad's parents are huge Cowboys fans.
So you make everybody happy.
Make everyone happy. And then my town finally got a basketball team, and I'm
What's
a huge
your town?
Memphis. I'm a huge Grizzlies fan.
Gotcha.
So,
you ever been to Graceland?
I mean, I've driven past it more times.
You're from Memphis and you've never been inside Graceland?
No. No. I've been to a lot of the souvenir shops across the street.
I have.
I have driven pretty quickly late at night past it so as to not get stopped at a light that I don't want to be stopped at in the wrong part of town.
Right.
But no, I never toured Graceland. My parents did not, and they didn't make me do that.
Oh, the first time I went to Memphis, I said, I need to go to Graceland. I showed up 2 hours before it's over, and the lady goes, we're about to close. I go, I don't care. Whatever the most expensive tour, that's what I'm doing. And she goes, son, you're not going to have – I don't care. I need to go on the most VIP tour that I can. Mm-hmm. So I spent $200 to tour Graceland.
And was it worth it?
It was worth every penny.
That's good. Now, like I said, I've seen the Lisa Marie. I toured.
I got to go inside.
The Heartbreak Hotel is across the street. Never stayed there, but I went there.
I went to there's a room that's only for the VIP, so I walked in. It was all of Elvis's boots and his saddlery. But it's not part of the regular tour, only if you pay the extra money for the VIP. And I'm standing there, And I had
the saddlery special, eh?
Yes, and there were a couple people just kind of peering like through the VIP window that they weren't allowed to go in, but I could take extra people in because I was a VIP. So I figured, what would the king do? The king would let people come in, so I let people walk in with me on my VIP pass.
Because you're a VIP. I wonder what is the record for saying VIP the most times in 2 minutes? Do you know?
Oh, I think the over on it is this program. I think that's the over on it. What else was I going to ask you?
Were you going to ask me how your 49ers are doing?
No, they stunk yesterday, and that's where I gave everything back that I had made up over the week. They're awful.
The Cowboys lost as well, and but let's be honest, we got Cooper Rush. He served his purpose, quite frankly. We went 4-1 with Cooper Rush. I would have been happy going 4-1 with Dak in those 5 games. So
did you miss me while you were gone?
Yeah, of course.
You sure?
Obviously.
Because you come down here just to see me on Monday. That's
I truly do. I left Phoenix at 4:30 this morning to get down here.
I would have got up and had breakfast. We could have got coffee or something.
Yeah, now you tell me.
Yeah, next time. Let me know.
All right, bet.
All right, Laurel is the manager of the sports book here at Desert Diamond Casino, Arizona's Best Bet. And remind everybody, if they want to make the bets, they can come down here before Monday Night Football gets going. And we've laid them all out for you. Broncos +4, Broncos at the half +9.5.
Over 9.5.
Over 9.5. Combined yards for
Gordon
for Melvin Gordon.
And Eckler over 68.5.
And Eckler over Eckler. Wait a minute.
59.5. Sorry.
You're gonna mess. This is where you mess me up. It's not my fault I gave the wrong
read your
ones.
Handwriting.
Eckler. Wait a minute. That's doctor handwriting right there. Don't I have pretty handwriting?
Perfect. 59.5.
59.5 for Eckler. Melvin Gordon combined. Eckler's just rushing. Melvin Gordon combined 68.
Correct.
Okay, so I got all that right.
Yes. And if you are coming down to place that bet, we do have a promotion we're running tonight.
Yes.
You can ask us for more details here at the counter, but place your bet on the Monday Night Football game. Get an entry into our cash drawing. More details we can tell you about that down here.
Come by and join us.
And even if you can't make it before the game starts, you can keep putting. We have a drawing before the game, halftime, after the game, so you can keep putting those tickets in as you bet.
In the big drum.
In the big drum.
In the big drum.
In the big fancy spinning drum.
I'm buying somebody dinner tonight if they come by and join us as well.
But not me.
I'll take you to dinner.
That's right, because you won.
Yeah, because I'm a big winner. I'm a big baller out here.
You're a what?
I'm a big baller shot caller out here, VIP.
Yeah.
That's the way I roll. What else? I was going to ask you one other question. I can't remember what it is. Now you just have to hang out with me. But you did miss me a lot.
Obviously.
Okay. I just want to make sure,
Yeah.
even though I did mess up last week.
Well, we also, because of those technical difficulties, we didn't get to talk any about how well my Cowboys did that week, and now they lost this week, and I don't want to talk about them, quite frankly.
Oh, sorry, I can't. I'm sorry, I don't think we can hear you. I think we're having technical difficulties. Go ahead, start talking about the Cowboys.
It's fine.
No, go ahead, talk about the Cowboys. Oh, sorry, her microphone just cut off. Sorry. You're the best.
I am the best. I'm glad.
Oh, no, I know I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Tell people they can come down here.
Yes.
Pima Mine Road. Mm-hmm. They can go to, where else? We can go.
So we're not on Pima Mine Road.
No. We're on South Nogales Highway.
We're on South Nogales Highway.
Right.
They can go to the Pima Mine Road location.
Or
if for some reason this is reaching you all the way west, we've got our location in the West Valley on Northern in the 101. Or if you're passing through and going to be heading that way, we've got a great book there as well. Or you can download the app and bet online.
From the comfort of your own home.
From the comfort of your own home. Like I say, you can be a degenerate from the couch. It's amazing. And I say that with love because I am the biggest degenerate of them all.
That's why we're friends.
PlayDesertDiamond.com or just Desert Diamond Sports is the app in the App Store. And one thing with the app, there's a lot of boosts that you can get.
Right.
They change 3 to 5 new boosts daily. Best local boosts of any book because they're the only owned and operated book with a Arizona license. We're the only locally owned and operated online mobile sports betting app in Arizona.
And
you're gonna have to give me some. Me, Laurel.
That's
Laurel,
why people. Yeah,
I'm here.
people like you.
People like me. I'm likable.
A little bit.
We'll see. They don't really know me.
Cowboy fans like you.
Cowboy fans like me.
I've heard people like that you give me a hard time.
I mean, at this point, your team is giving you a hard time by themselves.
I know.
It is what it is. We've gone through it.
Okay, we got to go. Thanks for joining us, Laurel. All right, we'll continue with you. I'll finish this up. And by the way, we got to talk about our beer sponsor this week. All coming up right here on Wildcats Radio 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Mathurin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it and tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out, the locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down. That was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's a
tied.
Huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. two tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps into the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big
Rolling on the
time.
field is a safety.
Yes, that's big time by Arizona. That time defense did a great job of just closing the pocket from the inside, and then the pressure on the outside by Abear. They just got him. They just got there. They won their blocks that time. Excellent job by Arizona defense and really changing the momentum of this game.
TCU not going to foul yet. Mathurin looking at Tommy Lloyd. Shot clock at 15. Mathurin back and forth dribble. 10 to shoot now. Long ways from the bucket. Off to Dalen Terry. Terry looking for help. 6 to shoot. Way outside to Mathurin. 3, 2. Mathurin forces the 3 off the rim. No good. Follow. Koloko jets it home. And the Cats up by 5.
Offensive rebound. And the man of the night, Christian Koloko. 12 of 13 from the field. 28 points.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Mathurin between the rings. Over for Krisa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Krisa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
4th down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. It is good. Backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ball game. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's a huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps up in the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big
Really
time.
on the field is a safety.
Yes. That's big time by Arizona. That time defense did a great job of just closing the pocket from the inside, and then the pressure on the outside by Abear. They just got him. They just got there. They won their blocks that time. Excellent job by Arizona defense and really changing the momentum of this game.
TCU not going to foul yet. Mathurin looking at Tommy Lloyd. Shot clock at 15. Mathurin back and forth dribble. 10 to shoot now. Long ways from the bucket. Off to Dalen Terry. Terry looking for help. 6 to shoot. Way outside to Mathurin. 3, 2. Mathurin forces the 3 off the rim. No good. Follow. Koloko jams it home. And the Cats up by 5.
Offensive rebound, and the man of the night, Christian Koloko. 12 of 13 from the field, 28 points.
All right, we continue with you live from Desert Diamond Casino. We invite you to come down here.
1 second.
Oh.
Rich Herrera on Wildcats Radio 1290.
Rich Herrera Show rolls on live from Desert Diamond Casino here on South Nogales High. We invite you to come by and join us for Monday Night Football. Somebody's going to get a dinner tonight, courtesy of me. That's because I'm just a very kind man. By the way, again, thanks to so many people listening on our stream today as well. And JW, you know, just sent me a message.
Who's that?
Riggs, my son Rigney.
Nice. You got to a place where you can get cell service, huh?
He is watching the show on YouTube from South Korea. So, Riggs, what's up? Hope you had a great trip across the Pacific. He said it was a little, he said there were some big swells, and he didn't get sick. He got a little queasy, but he kept his seedlings, JW.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what he wants to do, right? So, I mean, I figure since that's his goal, he probably went into it with the sea legs ready to go.
Yeah, I get seasick on the teacups at Disneyland. So anyway, son, very proud of you.
Hey, don't air his dirty laundry. He's doing just fine on that boat.
No, he's doing great. No, me. I'm the one who gets seasick. I can't even go on the teacups. But
gotcha.
I'm very, very proud of him. So, Riggs, hello. Can't wait to see you when you get back from over there across the Pacific. All right. He says he's listening. Okay, he just sent another text. So, Riggs, what's up from America? Very, very proud of you, son. And it's kind of cool. I brag about him all the time, and I get so many listeners that we meet, and they're like, hey, what's Riggs doing? What's your son doing? So it's kind of cool. I kind of feel like I get to share this with all my friends when we talk about it on the radio. So he's been to Canada, up and down the West Coast, Hawaii, Japan, back to Washington. Now he's in South Korea, and I'm not sure where he's going next, but he has to go back to school by November 12th. For their version of Army-Navy, which is Merchant Marine versus Coast Guard. But anyway, son, wherever you are, I think about you all the time. Miss you very much. Let me take some telephone calls real quick. Tuffy the Toro, local, semi-local celebrity, joining us here on Wildcats Radio 1290. Bear down, buddy. How are you?
Hey, bear down, sombrero kid, and former Tuffy Toro wants to wish you a happy vacation time.
Thank you very much. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to take a little bit of time off. The coaches are going to be off recruiting, so I'm going to sit and maybe do nothing.
There you go. That's the best.
Yep,
and
exactly.
Former Tuffy Toro has an audition date singing the national anthem at any U of A athletic games this coming Friday.
Oh, nice. Can you? I didn't know
and
you
when
could
I
sing.
sing the national anthem, I'm trying to find a different way to introduce myself since I'm famous for the former Tuffy Toro home run dance, and now that I'm a semi-professional singer, I don't know if I should introduce myself as the world's most talented man.
I
when
would
I
go
sing
with
the
that.
national anthem, I do it kind of fast, but not too fast. I don't do a 5-minute rendition.
No, nobody likes that.
I told you my story. I told you my story about singing next to my favoriteest softball player, Autumn Champion. And right after I sang the national anthem, there was like a flyover. So that's pretty cool.
All right,
and then she gave me a high five.
Like, don't scream into the phone, but can you give me a couple bars?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
That's surprisingly good. I'm kind of taken aback.
Well, thank you very much.
I was not expecting that. You had some range. La 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 la. I'm rather surprised at how good that was.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm also known for holding, because I'm classically trained, I'm also known for holding the note for like about 45 seconds. So, yeah, there you go.
You and the soccer announcer, Arthur's Cantor.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
All right. Well, good luck on your audition for singing the national anthem. I'll be pulling for you.
All right. Thank you very much. Bear down and hello, Dragon Ball.
There you go. There you go. He's busy working. In fact, I saw him today. He was cutting up sound from Jed Fish. We'll have a little bit later here on the program. By the way, reminder, no Jed Fish show. Team's on the bye week, so no Jed Fish radio show coming up tonight here on 1290. He'll be back homecoming week against the USC Trojans. I got Rich in Chicago, but I'm not going to have time. So, Rich, hold on. I'll get you right at the top of the hour. We're going to also talk a little bit about college football, and I got a couple of basketball interviews because I do want to get to the basketball team being ranked number 17th in the nation as well. So all that coming up here on the Rich Herrera Show. Please come by and join us because I got stuff to give away today. Come by, join us here at Desert Diamond Casino on South Nogales Highway. We're going to give away dinner tonight for some lucky listener. Somebody comes by and says hi to us. We also have to give away, JW, homecoming tickets, right?
That's right. Two tickets to the USC homecoming game.
Well, let's get after it. Time to open up the box office for the Box Office Blitz.
The Wildcats Radio 1290 box office is now open.
You feel that right away. It's just refreshing.
With tickets to ball games, concerts, movies,
surely you can't be serious,
and more.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Start calling at 520-848-1290 to win. Good luck from Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right, you can call right now, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. JW, what caller do you want to take? What's going on, man?
We'll do caller number 8. How's that?
All right, caller number 8, 520.
Also, callers need to have not won in the last 3 to 4 months. So if you haven't won in the last 3 to 4 months, then
we want to spread it around so everybody gets a chance to win. So 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. Be caller number 8 right now, and you'll win tickets to homecoming. Arizona taking on the University of Southern California. By the way, Riggs just sent me a text. I don't know how he's getting cell service in South Korea, but he is. It's probably expensive for me, but he said, Dad, I've been to Canada, Japan, and South Korea, just to let everybody know. So those are the countries he's been in so far. Canada, Japan, South Korea, and then back and forth to the States and Hawaii a couple times. I don't know why he wanted it. Oh, no. I guess I messed up what countries he's seen. And I'm not sure what he's going to see before he comes back to school, but that's pretty cool. JW, you ever been anywhere?
Have I ever? I'm sorry, I'm answering the phone because you just told people to call in. Have I been anywhere what?
Have you traveled around the world?
I have. I mean, I haven't been to Europe like we talked about a couple weeks ago, but I've done a bit of traveling around this hemisphere at least.
I've never been anywhere. Closest I've been to any of those, Epcot. I was pretty satisfied going to Epcot with those. Anyway, JW is busy with getting our 8th caller, so keep dialing. We haven't got it yet. 520-848-1290.
We just got our winner.
Oh, we have a winner. Okay, all right, stop bothering him. We'll do another one in the next hour. Coming up next, we're going to talk a little Arizona football and some stuff that Jed said at practice today, and he kind of puts in perspective what's going on with the defense, not just in Arizona, around the country. You're going to hear that next. I'm Rich Herrera, live, Desert Diamond Casino. Come by, join us right here on Wildcats Radio 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard. Goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins. Throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three. Blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it. It's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. In the backfield and drop. No gain. Loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry. Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins. Throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three. Blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it. It's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way. Out to Tabellas. Down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments for the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's hot! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down. That was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's a huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berrio. Makes the catch.
Wildcats football. From fall camp to the Territorial Cup, we bring you all the action of Arizona football. We are Wildcats Radio 1290. Rich Herrera on Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right, thanks for joining us, everybody. This is Wildcats Radio 1290. We're live, Desert Diamond Casino on South Nogales Highway. Come by, join us. We'll have Monday Night Football festivities. They have their big drawing. They have a big drum, and if you make a qualifying bet, you go in there for their big cash drawing. We're buying dinner for somebody tonight. I've got Monday Night Football getting ready on One TV. Thank you very much. They gave me the Yankee Cleveland game here on the other team, where the Yankees and the Cleveland Indians will play Game 5 in the American League Division Series, the opportunity to go on to the Final Four of baseball, to the American League Championship Series for the winner tonight in that ball game. So we'll be watching that game with one eye. We'll be watching Monday Night Football with another, and there's so much going on right now here at Desert Diamond Casino. I invite you to come by, join us as we sit back, watch all the games, enjoy everything. And again, somebody's going to win dinner tonight courtesy of me here at Desert Diamond Casino. Hey, JW, I'm going to jump back, if you don't mind, with those Jed Fish cuts from the last segment. Is that okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. I kind of ran out of time, and I have all these things I wanted to get to today on the program. So I'm going to throw this out at everybody, and I'll open up the phone lines for you, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. Rich is still on hold. I'm going to get to you in just a sec, Rich, but I want to get to this first. There's a lot of people that are backbiting, a lot of people that are complaining, a lot of people that are carping and whining about the defense for the University of Arizona, myself included. Arizona needs to shore up that defense. Arizona needs to show that they can stop the run, stop teams. Week after week after week, we see Arizona giving up chunks of yardage, chunks of offense. At Oregon, they couldn't stop them at times. Last week, Arizona couldn't stop anybody, and we've just seen this show over and over and over again. But I thought it was rather interesting today. Jed Fish was asked about this. I think it was David Kelly that talked about how offenses are just running wild right now. And a lot of these defenses are struggling right now. And you look at the Pac-12, this could be one of those golden moments in Pac-12 history where you look up and down the conference, you've got good, if not great, quarterbacks at just about every school that could chuck the ball down the field. So here's Jed Fish talking about the state of college football right now in this offensive juggernaut that we see, whether it's in the Southeastern Conference, whether it's in the Pac-12, Big Ten, wherever you look, teams are putting up scores with reckless abandon.
I think we're just giving up too many touchdowns, period. I think that's what it comes down to, that we need to continue to get better in that regard. I'm not sure that it's I don't know. I don't see it more as a halftime adjustment. I think in the Oregon game, they were pretty good the whole game.
Let's get cut 9
I think
next.
in the Cal game, it was 24-21 at halftime. And then it was,
no problem. I have them both
they kept scoring, but we never really stopped them from scoring in the first half either. So it was really more of just the game is going that way. But I think kind of that's what college football is looking like right now as well. When you look out there and you see Tennessee, Alabama, and you see 52-49, you look out there and you see Oklahoma versus Kansas, and you see 488 yards of offense and 52-42, I think it was, or something like that. You look out there and you look at, I think Michigan ran for 488 yards against Penn State. And I think it was 17-16 or something at halftime, and then it was 41-17 final. I think you look at the USC-Utah game, it was 43-42. Both teams, I think they combined for 1,000 yards. I just think college football right now, or for the most part, a lot of teams are playing with a lot of good offenses, and offenses are doing a good job of scoring points, whether that be in the first half or the second half. And it's certainly making it fun if you're calling plays on offense, and making it challenging if you're calling plays on defense. But the quarterbacks are showing up, and we're fortunate to have the one we have. When you go out there and complete 75% of your passes and throw for 4 touchdowns and not turn the ball over, it's a good day's work.
So as I've been thinking about this, listen, Arizona, for the Wildcats, it's frustrating. I know it's frustrating watching Arizona week after week just getting decimated on defense. And that's in the micro. And if you're an Arizona Wildcat fan, that's the one game that you're watching. And this isn't an excuse. But if you look around college football in a whole, he talked about that Alabama-Tennessee game. I was watching the end of that ball game. When does Nick Saban's team give up that many points? When do you look around and you see all these offenses giving up all these points? It's no excuse, but there is something going on in college football right now that you're just seeing so much going on, so much offense going time after time after time after time, and all of these teams putting up big points. So is it necessarily an Arizona Wildcat thing, or is it a college football thing? It's something for you to think about. I just wanted to throw that out for you after Jed made those comments today during his press conference. Let me get Rich in Chicago real quick. Rich, welcome, buddy. Bear down. You're on Wildcats Radio 1290.
Hey, good evening. Hey, what are you going to do with an off week?
I'm going to take a couple days off. I'm taking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off from this show. I am going to work on CBS nationally. They asked me to work on Friday night after some baseball and before some college football. So I'll do a little bit of the network, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I might play some golf.
There you go. Well, look, that's a good. You know, it's like you get a bye week too.
Yeah.
They give you a radio bye.
I get a radio bye week. Unfortunately for the Arizona Wildcats, they have their bye week, and okay, great. USC has a bye week as well to get ready for the Cats. So I was hoping the USC would have a tough, hard-fought game, beat up, banged up when the Cats get a chance to get them. But it's going to be 2 weeks, Arizona inviting USC for homecoming for could be the very last time the Trojans will ever play in Tucson.
Well, I've got stuff on that for you. That's why I called. That's not what's really a coincidence is there's 4 teams that have bye weeks that are rivals. It's you guys and Southern Cal. Both of the teams fair. How about Florida? Georgia's been doing it for 60 years. They both have open weeks before they go to Jacksonville.
Oh, for the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. I don't care what they say. I'll still keep calling it that.
It is. I still call it that, and that's not a big seller, with CBS. But you know what? They lost that game anyway with a new TV contract. So
right.
I guess maybe we can go back to it. But anyway, let me give you some quick stuff because I don't want to take up your time. Just for UFC, something to chew on while you've got some time. Their offense and defense, I really looked them up because I, as you know, have a tout service, and I'm killing it. I've done better than anybody in Vegas that does it for a living. I'm over 70% winners after week 7. And I had Utah beating SC straight up last week, and that's what happened on the road. You got them on the road. All right. Now here's something that won't scare you, that why I think they're grossly overrated. Their scoring offense, and they keep highlighting, the Oklahoma guy just bringing a wild offense. They're ranked 20th in college football rankings at 34 games, and their defense is ranked 38. Now, their defense gives up 22. Now, you tell me how this makes sense. So their average margin of victory this year is 12 points. They score 34, give up 22, right? You know what the line is?
What is it?
On your game?
No.
21.5.
Wow.
Now, you tell me how that's not a steal.
That's a value right there.
That's a joke. I'd be all over that, and I will be. But you ought to get all your fans, and I'll tell you why. What you need for that game is another sellout. You put the heat on Southern Cal. They're not a very good road team.
Right.
Average margin of victory is that point. They're only scoring 34 a game.
And again, Arizona could put up. Arizona scores enough to win. They just need to stay relevant in the third quarter and give me 2 extra stops a game. Forced 2 more punts last week in the ball game against Washington. Just 1 punt. They did get him to turn over the ball down on downs twice, but just 1 punt. You force 2 more punts a game, you could beat everybody in a track meet.
There's no question, and I'm telling you something. As much as your fans probably are a little depressed, but I think you guys are on the upswing. And let me tell you why. You guys have a very similar blueprint that Florida has. You got a young, smart coach who shows consistent improvement. I'm going to give you a number, and you need to pass this along to the coach. Florida, despite their being very young, and how about this one for to try on? They have only 3 seniors that start.
Wow,
that's it. They got 19 returning guys. That's even more. Really 21. The punter and the place kicker are also coming back.
Well,
for next year and the year after.
Well, Jed Fish pointed this out in the game against UW this weekend up in Seattle. Not one player, not one skill player who played in that game that touched the football, played it down in the game last year. That's a young team.
There you go.
That's a young team. And sometimes I think we forget that.
It's about consistent improvement. And the other thing that I did notice, because I picked it apart at Florida because we're all over them for the Georgia game, they have 5 of their 22 starters are transfers, and they're all freshman, sophomore transfers. They're not fifth-year seniors.
No.
So he's doing it the right way.
Right. And again, this is going to get better. This is going to get bigger. They're going to get stronger. But right now, it's a lot of growing pains. Hey, Rich, I got to run. Thank you very much for the call. Coming up, I do want to jump back into, folks, a little bit of basketball. Kind of excited. Cats, number 17 in the country, preseason polls. So last week when we took a day off, Herrera, what are you doing, you slacker, taking all this time off? Last week was Pac-12 Media Day. I'm sorry, I get it banged in my head from football. It was Arizona Wildcat Media Day last week, and the Arizona Wildcats came out, and we had an opportunity to catch up with a bunch of the players. So I got a chance to catch up with our favorite, Umar Ballo, and we got a chance to meet Cedric Henderson Jr. for the very first time. So I want to bring you those interviews coming up next. Then we're going to get back into why the Cats at 17 is absolutely perfect. So all of that coming up. I'm Rich Herrera. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Hey, JW, you want to do our box office blitz right here?
Sure, we can do that.
All right. You know what? I'm just going to tell people to call. How about that? Just call right now, 848-1290, 848-1290. Be caller number 7 right now, 520-848-1290.
How about this?
Yes, sir.
Tucson, are you ready to win?
Good.
The Wildcats Radio 1290 box office is now open.
Hey guys, you ready to let the dogs out?
With tickets to ball games, concerts, movies, and more.
You have to get on. We have to get on. We have so much time and so little to do. Strike that. Reverse it. This way, please.
Start calling at 520-848-1290 to win. This is the Rich Herrera Radio.